Before I do a match review, I just wanted to say I really do have to apologize for not uploading so many content for you guys here on YouTube. I've been very busy and I wanted to branch out away from football and I wanted to focus something different like editing some manhwa mix or even create some short music videos on my Instagram or even on my Facebook. So maybe that really killed the time and schedule for uploading more match reviews and other uh, videos that I wanted to come up with, like jersey collections and all that. So I really do have to apologize. It has been way too long and it's been long overdue. And yeah, cue the intro. Salutations, football arrows, back again with another video, and today it is a match review for the ages, and it's been quite a long time, and to do just two games, and then we'll skewer some other games that happening from that particular league, like we're going to do right now. We're going to do Premier League and Serie A. Milan won against Spezia away from home, and the bloodline of Maldini lived on, and of course the match between Chelsea and Man City. So with that being said, let's do this! Come on! Let's start on with Milan against Spezia. It is pretty much the passing the torch between the family of Maldini. Of course, there is Cesare, there is Paolo, and of course, today we have Daniel Maldini. Daniel have brought impact in that game against Spezia. He is in the starters, of course, along with Salamakers and the other guys. Well, apparently Giroud is not here. Same goes to Zlatan and other players who are in there, but Leao came in for the front line along with Daniele, and it was a very tight situation on the first half between both Milan and Spezia. There were so many shots on target and a lot of clean sheets that were been saved from both the Spezia and Milan side, from Milan and the other the Spezia GK. The first half it was difficult, but in the second half we get to witness Daniel Maldini's debut goal, and it was on the 48th minute from the assist of Kalulu, and Kalulu crosses to Maldini and thumped it in with a header in very close range, giving Milan a 1-0 lead. But then again, segue through to the 80th minute, Spezia fight back on the equalizing goal from Verde, where Verde jinxes it on the inside with a spectacular shot, loops it into Maignan to an unguarded Tonali, where it hits right through his back heel and scores, deflected right through the post and goes in. 1-1 from Spezia. But on the 86th, Brahim Diaz came in from the assist of Salamaker, and Brahim just scored a superb goal as it fires it in home for close range. Same goes to what Daniele did on the 48th on the second half, and the celebration for Brahim, he was almost going to remove the Milan jersey, but Salamaker decided, do not take this shirt off, I dare you. You might going to get sent up and we might going to miss you on the next game. Yes, Milan might have a next game on the Serie A, but in the Champions League it is match day 2, which I'll be doing for sure on that one. It's either going to be against Atletico or FC Porto, so we'll get to there. We'll get to there into that moment. And yes, 2-1 was the scoreline, and Milan have survived from the onslaught of Spezia. Last season, Milan were hammered by the newly promoted team from the lowlands of Italy, and Spezia were undeniably difficult to beat. Whether if you are Juventus or Inter, or proven to be, well, it's easy enough for Juventus, since Juventus have already beaten them 3-2 and got back to their winning ways, which I haven't done this much cover a few days ago, which I didn't do much, so forgive me, brother, okay? And yeah, Milan were the only teams that finally got their revenge onto that team who just handed them a loss. But they did manage to win. They did manage to survive and got the Champions League spot. And look at them now. Milan have finally done it. And 2-1 was a fair result. The game overall is a positive one. We are leaders in the league, and there's a lot more things for Milan, and especially since they're going to have their matchup in the Champions League either on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's going to be an amazing start for the Rossoneri. And the other side, Inter against Atalanta, they drew level, and it was also another spectacular game. Lautaro and Dzeko were scoring for fun, and singles for the Atalanta players, and the second goal from Malinovsky. It was a tight win. It was a tight game for the two black and blue team, but it ended up in a draw. So it's a good game. It's a good game nevertheless. The next game, it is Juventus versus Sampdoria. It's gonna be a easy one for Juventus. They got themselves back in their winning ways after some horrific loss and draws from Empoli, Napoli, and of course Udinese, and of course Milan, which they did drew them a few weeks ago. And of course Udinese will face Fiorentina, which will be a good game. I hope Fiorentina will get themselves leveled back once again. Napoli against Cagliari at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. And the big one on Sunday is the Rome derby, the Derby della Capitale, Roma versus Lazio. But this time, it is on Lazio's field. It is on Lazio's side, not the Rome side of red and gold. It's gonna be an ultimate clash between two rivals. You know who I'm rooting for? It has to be the blue and white of Rome. But Roma with Mourinho, they are a better team with Abraham on the front line, and it's gonna be a fiery derby. So I'm gonna look for that one for the next Serie A game. Let's begin at the Premier League. It's all losses all around for both sides. Chelsea faces Man City. It was a game of chess. It was the battle between the last season's Champions League final, and Man City were proven to be better. Chelsea got hammered from City's onslaught on the 53rd minute on the second half from Gabriel Jesus, where Jesus finds the bottom left corner with a very low strike right underneath onto the pitch, and it was a great goal from Jesus. Jesus's form have become different lately. He is a top dog in the front line, and Lukaku and the rest of the boys, they were lost. They were out of form recently, and they are the leaders of the league. And now Manchester City are likely going to cruise themselves back into their winning ways, and it's a good game, I should say. Both City and Chelsea put up a good fight, to say the least. Tuchel and Guardiola's tactics were undeniably playing chess, nevertheless. And as I said before, Chelsea were at its best in that game. City were far better in terms of tactics and possession, thanks to Guardiola's style of tactics, of course, tiki-taka from Barcelona. And yeah, Guardiola's City were far more better than Tuchel's Chelsea, but I feel so sorry for my friends who's a Chelsea fan. So better luck next time for Chelsea anyways, because the next game is gonna be tough in the Champions League. Much as tougher for Manchester United. The other side of Manchester, they were hammered by the Birmingham side of Aston Villa, which is 88-minute goal from Villa. Ronaldo couldn't do anything. Solskjaer's tactics were Villa were showing what United couldn't do in that campaign, and Aston Villa, without Grealish, no problem. They did score against Ronaldo's Man United. Brentford drew level with Liverpool at home at the Brentford Community Stadium. London Derby is for tonight for sure. It's a double derby between London side, which I will really gonna look forward to that one. I would like to see the London Derby. If Arsenal's performance would do well against Tottenham, then they will survive the relegation hump. But if they don't survive in that game against Spurs, then they are totally they will have no chance of survival of beating Spurs, because Spurs, you got Harry Kane, you got Heung-min Son, you got all the best players in Spurs today. And I know Nuno Espirito Santo, the coach that used to manage for Wolves, will do better, will do justice in Spurs, and he will gonna do that for beating Arteta's weakened Arsenal side, because it's a battle of wits, it's a battle of tactics, it's a battle of mentality for both clubs. So London Derby, we're going to try and look forward to it. And of course, the other side, we go for Everton. They did one against Norwich 2-0, and West Ham just beat Leeds 2-1 in that game. A lot of stuff happening in the Premier League, especially the City win against Chelsea, the horrid loss from Man United, and we're gonna look forward to the London Derby, and it's gonna be great. So I will gonna do Serie A and Premier League again tomorrow. So if Barcelona is going to face Levante tonight, then we're gonna do three. We're gonna do 3 games that I can review. So look forward to that one on the next video. So there you have it. That is my match review. I know it's been a long time and it has to change, and sorry if I'm being very lazy and cathartic on my schedule of uploads, but I want to do better this time. Hopefully I've done quite long enough to edit some other manhwa mix on my social media, so there's gonna be more time for me to upload more on my YouTube channel. So a lot more things coming. And also, don't forget to give a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to get notified for all the videos that are coming out every single week. And what do you think about the matches on Serie A and Premier League? Let me know in the comments. And I'm gonna talk to you soon for all the videos I'll be uploading very soon. Bye!